widgets. Have you ever wondered how you can turn your website visitors that normally just stalk around into an active and engaged lead? Well, what if I told you there was a really simple way to do this by using a tool that can allow you to have real-time communications and conversations? Yep, we can install a chat widget on your website or literally any landing page. And that's what today is all about. We're going to dive into chat widgets. I'm going to share with you the benefits of them, and then we're going to do a little click-by-click setup. But of course, we always kick off with the Sparkle song, so let's do it, and I'll see you back in 3 minutes when all our live attendees and VIPs will be joining us.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
What? Okay.
You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, welcome back to Strategy with Sally. Today we're talking about chat widgets. Let me know out there on the live stream or wherever you are, do you even know what a chat widget is? Come on, get those tippy tap fingers out and let me know. Do you know what a chat widget is? So, well, I'm going to share it with you today. And if you want to hang on in, I'm going to share a little story with you about what's been happening inside my world for the last month. But, of course, we're going to kick off with some techie stuff. You know, I love all the good techie stuff. And it looks like Charlton's like, yes, ma'am. That's great. I'm glad That's my brother, everybody. Say hello, Charlton. We are newly acquainted brother and sister. But yeah, that's a story for another day. Yes, look at that. See, I love it, right? I got myself a new brother. All right, guys. So today we're going to explore chat widgets. Now, widgets are really cool because really they are an essential tool to help you improve your engagement with those people that come into your websites, your landing pages, funnels, and it will increase conversion. And that's what we're after, right? Whether you're new to chat widgets or you're just looking at other ways to actually optimize your current existing setup when it comes to your sales and marketing automation, this is what today is all about. I've got some great things to share with you. So let's begin with the basics. What is a chat widget? Well, a chat widget is a little small interactive tool that you can embed on your websites, in your funnels, that will allow visitors to start having a conversation with you in real time. So it's more than just a chat bot, right? Or chat box. You may have been to websites where you see like that little pop-up down in the bottom right-hand corner. Who's been to a website and seen those? And it pops up and it asks you if you've got a question. Well, that is the gateway into also improving your customer service, giving instant support, and also increasing engagement. So by offering immediate assistance on your landing page and having that little chat widget turned on, visitors that might be just stalking around your landing page or through your website, you can turn them into a lead faster, and you can also build a stronger relationship with your audience if you're available to chat. Now, you don't have to have it on 24/7 with you behind the wheel. You can turn it off and just get them to send it to an email or a text message when you're not available. Or we can talk about this in another episode. We can start creating what's called conversational AIs to take the part of pre-qualifying people before they get to a real human. But hey, that's another episode that is coming. I'm currently coding and looking at Python coding, which I never thought I would look at in regards to creating some conversational widgets. But hey, we're not there. We're talking about chat widgets right now on your website. I could totally go off on a tangent. So let's talk about why you should consider having an actual chat widget on your website or in your funnels. So some of the benefits is that real-time engagement. So a chat widget will allow you to instantly communicate with people and help them to address your customers' questions and also concerns right on the spot. Now, years ago, my husband and I, we've traveled a lot around Australia working for the TV show that my husband is a co-host in. And we got to go to this really cool coffee warehouse, right? And it was really, my husband had an amazing time. All different types of machineries to make coffee, from things you've got to plug in. And because we were always traveling on the TV show, we had to have coffee things that didn't plug in. And while we were walking around the warehouse and he was showing off all his pieces, he's constantly going to his phone and stopping and having a chat. And I asked him, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm actually just talking to people that are looking through my website right now. And they were looking at a variety of different tools and things to do with coffee. Oh, hey, and coffee just got delivered. Nice hot steaming coffee. Perfect timing. And as you would know, people have questions, do I buy this product, or what's the comparison between another one, or, how do I use the filter correctly? So they've got lots of questions, and they were able to instantly answer questions, just like getting a text message coming in, but it was actually through the widget on their website, and they were making sales because they're just giving that customer support that was getting them across the line in real time. Pretty cool, right? knowing that you can answer your people's questions. Now, not only having that there, it also helps you to improve the customer's experience. So it improves that interaction, giving that immediate help, and it really enhancing the overall experience that the user is having when they're coming to your websites or landing pages. And of course, it increases lead generation. You can capture more leads effectively by engaging people on your website before they leave. So you can set timers on these widgets to like pop up before they're about to leave the website, right? So a lot of the time, a problem with a website is there's so many places to click around and look and see and explore that those visitors, we never tend to capture their email address so that we can start to really build that relationship beyond them just being a visitor of the website. But having that widget pop up and asking them if they've got any questions, you know, there are customers that are going to be looking through the website and think, oh yeah, they might have had a question in their brain but never reached out to customer support. But because customer support is going up to them and saying, how can I help you? Then they're going to engage with it more. Think about it when you're in a shop, right? You're walking around and you're looking at things and the shop person behind the counter just sits there and does nothing. Or if they come up and talk to you, I know if I'm especially in a jewellery store, if they give me attention, most likely I'm going to walk out with something. But if they ignore me, I'll probably just look around and leave. So can you see how having that increased interaction can really help you? Now you can also have 24/7 support. So many chat widgets also offer this. So they give an automated response and they can be set up to provide you with support outside of business hours. And if they can't answer the question, then it will trigger to a staff member to then follow up when they're awake. Right? But the widget can be programmed if you have a conversation AI. Again, we'll do a whole episode on that one, to answer a lot of your questions. And also, as you're speaking to people through this chat widget, you can start to create your own FAQs, right? So all the regular questions that you start seeing coming in, you can start to flag those and create FAQ pages as well. So there's so many benefits when it comes to having a chat widget on your website or in your funnels. But the big ones is real-time engagement, increased lead generation, 24/7 support, and also that improved customer experience. All right, so who would like to learn how to install a chat widget? Yeah? Come on, get those tippy-tap fingers out and let's do a little click-by-click together. Yay! All right, we got some me's coming in. I love it. Fabulous. All right, so what I'm going to do now, for those out on the or listening on the podcast with your ears right now, if you head to the YouTube channel, you will be able, and you'll see a link in the show notes, you'll be able to actually see the click by click. But I'll do my best to whoever's falling asleep with you, with me in your ear right now, I'll do my best to also explain it so you can have it in your dreams tonight when you're falling asleep. All right, so let's head on over to OmniSam. So inside of OmniSam, what we have is the opportunity for you to be able to install your own chat widget. But you don't, once you've set this up, you can put it anywhere. So if you've already got an existing website in WordPress or Kajabi or wherever, you can still install it in all of those places as well. So this is where we go to build a chat widget. So when you're in OmniSam, down the left-hand side, you will go to, I believe it's Sites on the left-hand side, and then along the top of Sites, right towards the end, you will see Chat Widget. You click on Chat Widget, and I've come into an account that I don't have a widget installed on yet. And you can have lots of different chat widgets as well. You can create one for customer support. You can create one for like here, you can see SMS, live chat installed into WhatsApp. But we're going to do a live chat widget that we can install on the website. So let's click select live chat. Now, when we're here, what we're first going to do is we're going to style up our chat widget. But of course, we're going to name it first. So this chat widget is for the Sparkle with Sally website. This is the one where, I promote my book and a few other things. So I'm going to put it on the Sparkle with Sally website. So always this, like I always say, when you're building anything, always make sure you give it a name or a little birdie dies. And that's what we're going to do, give it a name. So here we begin over on the left-hand side. We have the widget, and in here you can start to choose what style you want. So can you see the example? If you look down in the right-hand side corner of the screen, this is what the chat widget looks like. And we can interact with it so you can see what it looks like as well. Now you can choose what type of chat prompt you want. How do you want it to look? What icon you want to show. So right down in the bottom, you can see here, you can change the icon, whether it's a little round chat bubble, or you can even upload your own little chat widget. So for example, let's come in and just grab this little circle one, right? And you can upload your own little icon in there as well. You can then choose the theme, so what color, and it comes with a blue, a green, an orange, and a purple. But if you've got your own branding colors, you can come through and change your branding colors. So we have our own branding. So let's go to Canva, and we're going to go to our brand kit. Oh, we're all in. So in Canva, we have a brand kit. We've actually got a lot of brand kits, but I'm just going to come to my personal brand kit. And in here, you'll see our colors in here. So I'm just going to grab my actual purple. I'm going to copy that the hex code, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to pop my hex code in there. And you can see that it's changed the chat widget over there. You can change the background color. Now that's pretty gross, but as you can see, I've gone into some pretty atrocious colors here, but you can change the background color as well. Your header color, if we click on it, you'll be able to see the header color here is currently set to blue. Let's come and grab our normal purple color in there. Just like that, and you'll see the header color will change to our beautiful purple. Now, the same with the circle around your avatar as well. So, she's got a blue one. I think a white would be much better around the outside. And then you come down to your send message background. So you can see that our little buttons here are all blue. I'm actually going to change these. I don't like, this is a very much like a Kajabi blue, but this is my blue over here. It's a much kind of more aqua, kind of teal blue. So I'm going to change to my actual blue for the buttons there as well, all buttons in blue. So now it's starting to get that, I really don't like that pink. It's starting to get a little bit more of that kind of sparkle Sally style about it. And if I was doing OmniSam, I would of course use the blue, the green and the purple that we use over there. Then we can come down to typography. So my typography is Montserrat. So let's hope they have that one in here. There it is. So that's my typography. And now you can write down what is the welcome message when the widget pops up. So this one says, "Hi there. Have a question," with a question mark, "text us here." Now, this is for a returning customer, what they will see. Now, this is for a welcome message for a normal, like somebody who's not been to the website. Then when somebody returns to the website and they've already engaged with the widget, it can then say, "Welcome back, name," right? So the name is that variable that will be replaced by the tech. "How can we help you today?" So We will enable those, and then further down, there's an additional custom widget area. Now, you can have an avatar. This is the little woman that automatically comes. So this is the face. But if you want to put your own face in there because you are actually going to be managing it, you can certainly do that. And you can choose where do you want it to sit on the landing page, bottom left, top left, bottom right. And I know I'm saying the wrong things, but the go-to where most people put them is in the bottom right. And then the dimensions, you can set to auto. I like to leave it at auto, so it will be adjusted based on the user's screen, right? Or you can do custom if you want to get that, a little bit more designy. You can choose exactly how big and small, but I do recommend that you keep it on auto. All right, now we've done the widget tab, then we go to the chat window. So this is now where you can start to program in the window what types of things you want. So, is the title at the top have a question, right? I'm here to help. You can do something like that. Then you've got the intro message. So enter the question below and a representative will get back to you. So that then will ping somebody. If you want to collect the email field, you can turn on both the mobile and the email field to pop that information in there. And if you don't want to have the word send, you can change it to whatever you like. Can someone help me? And they click the button. Now, in regards to who is assigned to the live chat, this is dependent upon if you are going to man this live, or are you going to get them to send an email and you'll follow up later? Now, if anyone has got my book, you'll know that speed to lead is really important, which means the quicker you can reply to somebody, the better. So if you're able to handle it throughout the business day, then I recommend that you leave it on, okay, so that you can speak with them immediately. But then you can set a fallback. So if you do not reply after 5 minutes, then the widget will send a message and say, it's taking a little bit of time. The team must be busy. Please leave your contact details and we'll get back to you. Okay. Now, this one here, chat will close after inactivity, which means if the user, the person exploring the internet or your website has not interacted with the widget for more than 5 minutes, it can automatically close down and let them know. And then under additional options, this is where you can choose whether or not you're going to put your branding in the actual widget. So if I scroll down, you'll see whether or not, do you want to give the brand a name? And then if there's any URLs attached to the widget as well. Now, let's move into the messaging side. In the messaging side, these are just automatic things that happen, for example, after inactivity, when people are like maybe want to send feedback. So the acknowledgement message, when you have finished chatting with them, will say your chat has ended. There will automatically go up a feedback message. So can you rate us, or please rate your experience? And you can see down here, your chat has ended. Please rate your experience, and they can give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And then feedback submission notes, which means once they've given feedback, what do you want to say to that? Now, this is what I would recommend here. Once they've clicked the thumbs up in the feedback side, what you could do then is, if they've given you a thumbs up that they enjoyed it, you could ask them to leave a public review and send them to, say, your Google or Facebook review link, and you could pop that in there as well, so that after they've given you a thumbs up, you can ask real nicely, I'm so glad you enjoyed that experience. Would you mind leaving us a public review? And they can do that. And then at the chat end message, if they want to start another chat here, start another chat, click here, and they can go about that. Now, the acknowledgement icon, this one here, what I do is when people see this little picture right here, right? This is what you will see there. So that is your acknowledgement icon. So you can choose different colors. And again, with this one, you can also upload your own image if you've got a brand style that you like to use for messaging icons. Now, we always leave everything set to the US, but you can also use location language, or if your website's programmed to a particular language, if you're using OmniSam in another country. But the standard ones are all in here as well. We always just stick with English here, but that's totally up to you. So once you've now got the widget looking the way you want, right, and you have all your colors and you filled in all of the messaging, then you need to click save. Now you've saved that widget, what you need to then do is get code. All right, so what it's going to do now is it's going to generate a little piece of script right here that you can copy, and we're going to embed it on your website. Now, I should have probably spent a little bit more time making this look pretty for Sparkle with Sally, but I haven't. We're going to still stick it in to the website. So if I click back and hop out of the actual build section, there's a couple of places if you're going to, I'm going to start with OmniSam, and then I'm going to show you an example inside of Kajabi, and what I show you in Kajabi can be used in ClickFunnels or WordPress or anywhere at all, okay? But first I'm going to show you here inside of the Sparkle with Sally site. Now, inside the site, say you only want it in a certain funnel, okay? And you don't want it on every single page that you build, including websites, your store, right? You can see along the top here, these are all the types of landing pages and sites you can build. So funnel landing pages, website landing pages, store, blog post, okay? So if you want them to just say go into one funnel, and for us, we're going to choose, I've got a couple of funnels in here. Let's choose the book funnel. So I've got a little book funnel in here. What you can do is when you're in the funnel, you go to settings and you put it in the head tracking code. So you paste it in there and you click save. And now if I go and view this funnel, I'm just going to click I'm going to choose this page down here. Maybe it takes a minute. Give it a second. Oh, hang on. I've got a chat widget. Well, look, I think also this wasn't here last time I did it, so I love the fact that we're always getting new things. But look here, this one automatically has the chat widget. I don't even have to install it. With code and integration, this is what's so good about OmniSam is it's already built in. So this Sparkle with Sally website now, or funnel, I can include this chat widget. Now you can make multiple widgets, like I said, for different scenarios. This one might just answer questions about the book, and the other one, like I'm building a funnel for our podcast, that one will answer questions about the podcast. So now when I go and look at the landing page, the little chat widget, it's got, there it is. Hi there, have a question, and we can click on it. All right, and I can start to, chat in here, and the messages are going to be sent through to my app. Now, I didn't turn the live chat on because I'm not going to be monitoring it right now and don't want somebody accidentally coming to this page, but it will send me some information. Now, if you don't have the OmniSam landing pages, website builder, all the things that we do, and for example, you're with Kajabi, So let's go to my Kajabi site, and if we come to sparkleclassacademy.com, okay, so this is my normal website that, will slowly be going away, which we'll talk about later. So you can see there's no chat widget here on this landing page, but we have that code, remember, that we copied. So this is where you'll put the code. If you want it on all of your landing pages throughout your entire Kajabi website, then you will come into settings. And once you go down into settings, you will see site details. Click on site details and you will find page scripts and header page scripts. Now, this is the same place we put your Google tag manager. You also put in, like, I've got Facebook verification data in here. There's lots of other things that you can code into your website, but for Kajabi, this is where it is. So I've pasted in the script here for it, and I'm just going to give it a little name so I know what it is. I always like to put a little name here. So Sparkle with Sally Chat Widget. And then I'm going to come down the bottom and click Save. Now, it might take a little bit of a minute for it to start to display. I'm hoping my website isn't cached and won't show it. Give it a minute. Yay, there we go. Look how easy that was to install a chat widget. Now, it doesn't matter where you place your chat widget, as long as you have got the OmniSam app installed on your phone, any message that comes in from any website or landing page will go directly into your app, into the conversations thread. Okay, so, and I believe, okay, so I'm not going to say this is 100% true, but I know we're in the App Store, and I have a feeling it was about 11 o'clock last night reading emails with one eye that I might have seen that it's taken about a month or 5 weeks. I believe we've been approved into the Google Play Store. So is there any Android people out there? Yes, these are the droids I'm actually looking for this time. Are there any droids out there? Can you go to yes, Charlton's a droid. He is the droid I'm looking for. Okay, so can you go to the Google Play Store and look for OmniSam? It's in! Yay! Does that mean you see it? It's there. Yes, all of my droid people. It's there. It's there. I love you guys. It's taken ages. We've been approved as a developer and we're finally in the Google Play Store. How exciting. So OmniSam is now in there. So you can go and download it from both the Apple and the Google Play Store. Log in through your OmniSam account and start playing. It's really good. Jackie and I are in here constantly all day because we're dealing with sort of top of funnel stuff in the app right there. So there we go. That was Chat Widget. How to set up the Chat Widget. You can choose your own different Chat Widget providers out there. There are lots of other ones like Intercom, Drift, Zendex, but to be honest, why would you? Because ours is integrated with everything inside of OmniSam. Then you need to install the widget, follow the user guide. You know someone's probably made a YouTube video on it, and this is me making one right now. And then you make sure you customize your widget to make sure that it matches your appearance, aligns with, your business, and it's also functional to the brand, okay? And we'll talk more. I'm currently developing a conversational coding, oh my God, developing a conversational widget at the moment, but a conversational widget will allow like AI to handle conversations for you as well. So we'll do another episode on that one. And that will then allow you to configure automated responses as well. So if you know that there are common questions coming in through emails, text messages, phone calls, you can start to sort of program common response questions as well. But then you'll need to continue to test and monitor your widget. Just like everything when it comes to sales and marketing automation, you can't just build it and walk away, right? You can't post and ghost. You have to continue to test it and monitor it and make sure you're happy with the way it interacts and constantly be improving the setup until you're hitting your targets with it as well. So, as always, I would love to see you get that shit done. So, who out there is going to set themselves a little challenge to actually go and create their chat widget and install it either within their OmniSam account on all places, or if you're going to, and I don't think I showed you where to install it in all places either. I just showed you funnel, right? So let's go back to all places inside of OmniSam. All right, so back inside of OmniSam, I did show you how to stick it in a funnel through the settings area, and you can just choose the chat widget. But if you want to do it across your entire account and just know that it's always there without needing to worry about thinking about turning it on, you want to come into, just bear with me while I find the correct area. It's not here. I thought it was here. Give me a moment because I have installed it on the OmniSam one in all places. I'm looking for the header code. That's what I'm doing. All right. So you know what? Let's use our little help thing because I can't remember where my header code is. OmniSam widget, chat widget. There is. Searching. There is a place. Okay, so there's a plugin for the WordPress, how to add it to your website. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yes, you can have one inside of your membership as well. So when people are trying to find things inside your course or membership, so for the actual customers rather than the front end people, that's another great thing for you to have. You can, or your chat widget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you to explore these, but you can integrate it directly into your, contacts, widgets on the dashboard, so many things. It will be in under settings. I thought it was here, and I don't want to go overtime because I have so many clients needing my help today. So I'm going to leave it, but it is there, okay? But at the end of the day, I would be selective at putting it on all pages. Funnels and websites, yes, but, you don't need it on every page if you don't want to. But you can also put it on not just OmniSam accounts. All right, so your GSD task, who is going to do the thing? Who's going to put up their hand and go, yep, I'm in for this GSD. I'm doing it. What is this button over here? That's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, GSD task to this week is go and set up your chat widget. And then if you're using OmniSam, put it into your funnels. Put it onto your website. And yes. Oh, look, Charlton's already out on it and he's already designed. Look, how good is that? Charlton has designed it, set it up, everything. It's all in. Look at that. So good. So good. All right. I love this, guys. So this is your GSD for this week, is to go and set yourself up a chat widget. Think about creative ways in which you can also use it. We will be talking more about, like I said, more about conversational AIs as I'm currently developing them. And Joanne's like, he totally must be related to you. Yes, I know, right? We just get that shit done. Awesome. All right. So before I go ahead now, like I said, I was going to share a little story with you about, what's been happening over the last month. Where on the 30th of July at the time of this recording, I do want to share a little story with you about what's been happening inside my world. I've been here in front of you now for the last, 2017, I went full time into this business. I don't know how many years that is. 2015, I kind of really started this whole entrepreneurial journey and realized what the word entrepreneur meant. But before we kick off, who would like to share a key takeaway from today? Come up on screen and have a chat with me. Come on, VIPs, even team members or founders, come on up and please share what your key takeaway was from today. Joanne, lovely Joanne, come on up, love.
I think my key takeaway today is that if you know what you're doing, this is like really easy. I mean, I think that the thing works if you know how to work it.
Once you've got the app and the widget installed, Joanne, I mean, that's what we do for you, being that you're, one of our kind of mastermind level clients. We, it's like just getting a text message on your phone when people talk to you. It doesn't have the same ding as your phone, but that's what it does. When people drop you a chat, it dings, it pops up in a little thing, and you can communicate directly with them. It's so fun. All right, who else is going to share? Come on. So many of you in here with your cameras off. This is not the way we roll here. Hey, Charlton. Jackie, come on up, Jackie. And then Charlton, what did you learn today? This is my beautiful founder. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm so sorry I have just come in because got delayed with school runs this morning. But I tell you what I have learned in the evening, which is really, really cool, that we can scan our business cards onto OmniSam.
Jackie and our juices were flowing
So
last night.
I was at a networking event last night, and by the way, thank you, Jacinta, for your feedback. We're always working on improving our systems. And last night I was at the networking event and, collecting all the business cards, and I've got my digital card and then I realized, with Sally, that you can scan your card and it will go straight into the system.
Yes. So if you've got OmniSam, open OmniSam on your phone right now. Okay, and then what I want you to do is up the top, click on the three little lines and go to opportunities.
Okay, not for Jack, so she's driving later.
No, you're driving. Be safe.
You're driving, no.
Okay, so the reason why I recommend you go into opportunities is because it's a new lead, right? And we talked about sales pipelines a couple of weeks ago, and if you don't remember or missed it, just go back a couple of episodes. But we want to put them into the pipeline so we remember to follow up. If you click on the little, the Z, it's not a Z, it's a, what would you call that? That picture?
Lightning.
What's a name for it?
Lightning.
Lightning. Thank you. Click on the little lightning one. You will see there, it says scan business card. How cool is that? So it will start to populate out name and phone numbers and things like that. Now, one little thing we did notice last night, and this is a developer thing and we'll get onto that, was Jackie did scan one business card and it picked up the ABN as the phone number, right? So it's been developed mostly, like the developers are in America, right? So what we are doing is I'm going to send in some feedback about, when you see an ABN number, it's not a phone number. But other than that, it was really good, right, Jackie? So
yes,
everyone have a go.
Yes. And also that little lightning, you can send your email, your add contact, request a review, book an appointment. If you click on that, everything just shows up for you.
Yeah. And if you're in an actual contact record, I believe, so if you click on down the bottom, along the bottom, you can see the little faces along there. If you click on their faces in there, you can also click, where is it? Oh, I thought it was in there. No, I digress. Oh, yes, it is there. When you go to tasks and notes and appointments and transactions, you'll see that you can add notes, you can add pictures, all in here. And especially when you're at a networking event, you want to take notes so you remember who they are, what conversations you had. So when you go back home and you're doing your follow-up, because the fortune's in the follow-up, you can actually make your emails not generic. It's like, I love chatting with you about the XYZ thing, and how cool was it that both of our favorite flowers were lilies? You know, so those little personal touches in your follow-ups really build those connections because they're real humans. Right, Jackie? We're here because we want to help people. That's the big thing we got to
Correct.
last night in our conversations was we're here because we want to help people, and we need to care about not just collecting business cards and phone numbers, but they're real humans that want our help. Charlton, what did you learn today? You're an action taker. Charlton's just like dived in, set it up. Come on up.
Well, for me, to be honest, I never thought that, to have a chat widget on my website until you mentioned it. And yeah, it got me thinking like there will be like a personal touch to someone, I think it would be instead of people coming into the website just seeing like blah blah blah, but if there's a chat, they'll be like, oh, okay, maybe I would like to, contact whatever. Yeah, so something like that. So all these things, not only the chat widget, but going through Omnisem as a whole, like I've mentioned before, my initial plan was just to automate my social media, but now it's like, oh, I could have a website, I could have a funnel, I could have all these things, So it has been a roller coaster, I would say, because it just made me go crazy. I tried this and that, this and that. Yeah. Now the new thing is chat widget.
Always wait until I can't wait to share with everyone the other chat stuff. All right, so I'm going to share a little story. As you can all know, as you can all tell, we're talking about Omnisam. Christy, can we, or Joyce, somebody let Ma know that this will probably be a couple of episodes for the podcast. And for those who don't know, I record, this is my podcast batching day as well. So I do record podcast episodes. But this one, July 2024. Wow, what a month. In June, I believe it was June, I started looking at new software. And if you've known me for any length of time, you know that Kajabi and Keep and Canva have been the beating heart of literally my business. I tried many other softwares over the years, from ClickFunnels, which I really did like, but it became so expensive. Lead Pages, I started in Lead Pages, but then I outgrew it very fast, and it became more complicated with the more things I wanted it to do. So eventually I outgrew it. That's when I moved to ClickFunnels. But then I started to notice, the prices were going up and there was some other issues with it. Then I went to a conference one day, and somebody had mentioned Keep. And they said, and this was the thing that sold me into Keep. It's like 5 staff members in a box. And who doesn't want to have staff, right? People to help take up the slack, to do those repetitive tasks. And from after I left that conference, I signed up on the day. And then after I left the conference, I started playing around in Keep, and I loved it, right? My crazy brain comes up with ways to simplify systems. And I think as a communication designer or a graphic designer, the role of a graphic designer is to take really complicated information and simplify it in a visual format, right? And this is something that I taught to many students over the years at universities and as well as running my own business. But I think my brain is kind of wired that way, looking at really complicated stuff and then trying to simplify it. And I think this is why I ended up falling in love with Keep, was I could start to see pathways with tags and squiggly lines of the journey a customer would take within our business, from first engaging with us through to nurturing them, through to selling and upselling and getting reviews, referrals, and getting them into raving fans. So Keep was really the thing that kind of catapulted me into this whole automation space. And the more I played with it, the more I fell in love with it. And what happened was, when I first started, I was teaching people how to hit the go live button to have confidence on social media. The reason why is because I was shit scared of going live. And then when I overcame it, I realized that I started making more money and helping more people when I went live. Then I realized, well, you can't just go live without a system. You have to have calls to action and grow your email list. And I just modeled success, which means I listened to people who were further ahead in business than me, and I didn't argue. I'm like, I'll just do what you say because I trust that your process works. And I chose a recipe and I kept following it. But I started then helping people to build funnels. But I was helping them build funnels in lead pages and click funnels and even using Google Forms. And like literally they'd come to me and I would say yes to anyone and then figure out how to work their systems and customize it for them to make the process more simple. I really enjoyed that, but I was still struggling to pay the bills. I was spread really wide trying to help lots of different systems. And when I finally made the decision to just choose the best bits. And what I did was I chose Kajabi, because Kajabi is amazing when it comes to courses, page load speeds. Really the way I saw Kajabi was that front interaction part that the customer gets to touch and play with. But the back office stuff was Keep. And I became a certified partner with Keep after using it only for a few months. I was so green. I went to the first conference. I think I was with Keep for maybe about 2 or 3 months, and I was invited to speak at their event that they ran in Australia. I was so green. I didn't understand half the things and the words that they were saying. They got me to teach the challenge strategy, so how to go live and get new customers and, run a challenge. But I really immersed myself, and the way to be successful is RIM, right? Repetition, immersion, and modeling a proven practice. So I started following the gurus inside of Keep, and I loved it. And if you have followed me for years, you will know that I've always said you cannot build your business in one piece of software, because I truly believe that Kajabi would handle the front end. Keep is like the back office, the automation, the staff in a box. Then you've got Canva for design, and for me, the Adobe Suite, because I am a professional designer. I don't just use Canva. And then project management software. And it was about 5 years ago now. So where are we in 24, 23, 22, 21, 2019? So yeah, around 2019, I started, because it was about 2015 when I joined up with Kajabi, 2017 when I got into Keep. By 2019, I'd really niched into Keep and Kajabi only, and that's when we became $1 million business. When I stopped trying to serve everybody and only focused on Keep and Kajabi. So we always say the riches are in the niches, right? It is. It's so true. When I finally niched, I could go deep on that software and I was no longer surface level. So about 5 years ago, I was like, wouldn't it be nice if I could take all the things that I love from Keep, all the things that I love from Kajabi, the stuff that's happening with Zapier to make everything talk together, the calendar software that this one does this and the other one does that. And there's like Calendly and also Acuity were my like 2 different pieces of calendar booking software because one had something better than the other. And I started writing proposals, a development idea, and started reaching out to developers thinking I'm going to create my own software, right? And I thought, I'm not smart enough to do all the coding, but I know that people who develop, they find themselves developers. So I put proposals together and I started talking to different people and also learning from other people who had built software in the past who weren't coders but came up with the idea. And then I started getting quotes. A couple of $1 million I was probably looking at, and over a few years to develop the big vision that I had for the software. And I'm like, I think I can just continue to be a supporter of Keep and Kajabi and just keep down that path. It's probably, not something that I want to get into. Then I started testing some software that developers were making about 3 years ago that I thought, this could be really exciting. These developers are starting to bring together a lot of what I'm using. So I went and I joined it and I started playing with it, but it was very average. Page load speeds were slow, integrations weren't working properly, automations would just stop working, landing pages were taking forever to load. So I decided, okay, I gave it a crack. I tried another piece of software, but it's still not where I want it because the customer experience is what's really important when it comes to building out your technology, as well as the ease of use for user. So I kind of tabled that again, right? This is the second major time I'd really looked at using developers. And then recently I went back to the group that I tried years ago, those developers, and got into the software. And holy Jesus, the strides that they've made in the last 3 years. And what I found was these developers were really putting the time into customer experience. They aren't trying to go out and sell the design and the software. They're actually looking for people like me who want to come in and take the design, the software, and then make it their own. Now that we're in it, I'm like, this is amazing. And what makes us different is we also, not only are we using the group of developers, and if you know who they are, it's high level, these group of developers that have the software, but we also have developers that are helping us to make the software even better, and also customer support. For us, our customers, the most important thing is that every single customer, whether it's a software user or a mastermind client or a service client, is that you all feel seen, heard, loved, and appreciated, that you all get your questions answered. And we are more than just a software company. When I decided to move, and honestly, I feel like I'm getting a divorce or a separation from Keep and Kajabi. These companies helped me become a multiple 7-figure business, right? I have built my business on the back of other people's software and really falling in love with it. And it's sad. I just got an email from Kajabi, or actually a personal DM from Kajabi last week, inviting me to America to be on stage because they want to award me prizes and trophies and things. And I'm like, I feel so bad because I haven't let the community, because we've only literally been public about this for the last month. And it's kind of sad and my heart hurts a little because I've made so many friends over the years with Keep and Kajabi. So many friends. Kajabi, I was introduced to Kajabi through Shalene Johnson, who now, I get to play in her community a couple of times a year. Her and her son, Brock, and I love to catch up every now and then. Like, some of the amazing community that I've met. But at the beginning of June, when I got in and tested the software and where it had come, I decided to approach two amazing women. You see, I've run my own business and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 8, and I've always done it alone. And this time, I don't want to do it alone anymore. And I approached Jackie and Christy because what I've learned over the years of hiring staff to begin with is your staff need to be different than you. They need to fill the gaps that you're not good at. And Jackie, I would say, has probably been, I always said, you've got to be with me for 5 years before like I'll commit big time. I don't even think, Jackie, you've made it to 5 years yet, but she's like my sister now. We can have, heated conversations, but it's fun. And she pushes back in good ways to the conversation. So Jackie to me is top of funnel, connecting, and I could kind of see her place. Christy is quite techie. I can half explain something to her and she understands what I mean, and she likes to problem solve like me as well. And I thought, why not? It's scary because now I've got to split the profit 3 ways, right? That was scary. And it's scary letting go of the reins. It's been teething issues for the 3 of us. Teething issues for me to let go and know that these aren't employees, they're business partners, which means I need to ask permission to do things now, which normally I never have, right? I'm not that person who normally asks permission from my team. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do, and now I need you to help me. Now I have to actually make sure we're on the same page. So this is where Jackie comes in. Jackie makes sure that, she level heads me. When I'm being triggered on different things, she'll say, okay, let's look at it from a different point of view. But to move back to a product is, one, getting rid of keeping hijabbing and having our own. It's friggin' scary because I've built my business off the back of what I've done. And in the software that I've used over the however many years, I feel so bad. Like I wish I could stay with keeping Kajabi because they're what got me to where I am. But this is a new venture. This is a new exciting venture. I'm starting to do things in development and coding that I never even thought I could. Like last night, I was doing Python coding, trying to build a widget. A conversational AI. And that's the first time my husband has ever said to me, oh, I might be able to help you with that, because he's a programmer and he actually understands what Python is. And I feel really blessed to have met these 2 amazing women. It's scary to have to, come in and take a pay cut and, split up the profits and all of that. But I think long term, the vision we have for this software company is more than software. Like Jackie and I reckon we spoke for like an hour and a half last night talking about our passion for helping people. We aren't just selling software. We're selling a solution to make people's lives better. We're selling a solution to give all of these busy people more time. We're selling a solution that's also affordable in Australian dollars, right? Like we're trying to think of everything we can do to create a business that is not just about selling a product. It is about having something that we can improve the world with. And one massive thing that I want to do as soon as the company is in cash flow positive is give the software to not-for-profits and other ways to pay back. Also, what I was doing previously with, selling other people's software is people would refer people to the software and I would get the commissions off the back end if they weren't a partner. Now I get to put more money in other people's pockets. Together, you share OmniSam and you get 40% ongoing revenue, and Kajabi was 20, Keep was 20 to 30%, depending on how many sales you hit. And I have this reciprocity pay it forward thing. If you know our brand values, good karma and pay it forward's a huge part. And to be able to build this into our business model now, where we are able to feed people's families with this software because they're all sharing it with others. So it's a huge transition. This last month, July, has been a massive shift in the way I conduct business, at looking at the way I conduct business. You know, I'm only now one-on-one, they are one-on-one, but more in, I would say, the higher level clients that I used to have in the Sparkle Class Academy now fall under OmniSam. I'm only going to bring in maybe 9 of those a year. I still want to work that deeply with people, but I'm not focused on, what were we doing? We're doing 12 a quarter. I'm saying 9 a year if you want to work that closely with me now, because our focus is on the software, but I still really love that connection I have with those action takers that want to work one-on-one with me. And there's very few of them, but I love that. I'm not giving that up, but there's a bigger mission here now. This mission is to use this software to, I don't know how it sounds, but to use this software to truly transform people's lives with a piece of software, because it's more than that. It's the community, it's the support, it's everything we're going to build around it. And this last 4 weeks that we've been in beta, we're coming to the end of beta, like tomorrow or the next day, I think is the last day of beta, has been fast. I think Jackie and Christy have struggled to keep up with how fast I've been moving. Because when I have an idea, I run at it. But I'm all in. And normally my husband cannot explain what I do to people. It just baffles him what I do. I heard him on the phone last night telling a friend about what it is that we're doing and how excited I am and how much work and effort. Like, to be honest, if you're starting a business, guys, and I'm back in startup phase, I'm working long days. I am. I'm working really long days. I reckon I'm easily putting 12 hours a day in, because I have the longer view of, give up a little bit of something now in the short term to appreciate and have more stuff in the long term. And sure, I'm working longer hours, but I want it to be an amazing system. The onboarding process has to be amazing. The customer support has to be amazing. Every customer needs to feel seen, heard, loved, and appreciated, because they're not just using software. They've got a community there to support them. It's like a dream. I can see, like, I've never been this excited about any business I've been in. Now, this will be my 3rd business that I'm going to turn into $1 million business. Okay, this will be my 3rd one. And 3 is my number. So, this one will be my legacy to leave to Shay, right? She will have reoccurring revenue happening with a CEO at the head of the company running the business, and she's just getting owner's comp because her mum and 2 other amazing women started this business many years ago. And it truly will be something that people speak about, like, are you with OmniSam? How cool will that be? When people talk about a CRM, OmniSam's one of the first. It gets spoken about in conversations like HubSpot and Keep and Lead Pages. It becomes part of the conversation that, hey, have you tried that software yet? So anyway, I wanted to share, I can't believe the first month of beta is done. So here's what's happening, betas. Thank you so very much for the last month. This Wednesday will be our last beta group. Yes, Charlton said it. OmniSam is going to be a household name. So this will be our last beta group. Please come along. We would love to hear your feedback. And also, please head to Google and leave us a testimonial about what you love as well. And moving forward, there will be a few changes come the 1st of August. There's going to be a slight tweak in the pricing structure because as we've been testing, we've found a few little bugs, or not really bugs, but just things that didn't really work the way we wanted them to. So there'll be a slight tweak to the pricing structure. Nothing's changing for you betas, but we'll be moving to founders pricing. So if you want to lock in beta price, we will let people join till the end of this month on founders price. It's still accessible at omnisam.com.au, but come 1st of August, we're moving to founders. With our founder price, it'll be a little bit more. However, it's still cheap as chips. It's going to be like $147 a month, or pay for a year and get 2 months for free, including tax, right? So before, tax was separate. This is the problem we were having. Tax was separate, and tax was showing up in countries that tax didn't need to show up in. So we've figured that out. It's now a set price, including tax if required. And this is what's going to happen with founders. Founders will run for the rest of the year unless we hit 300 users. Once we hit 300 users, we will move to the standard pricing structure, which is going to be $297 instead of $147 for the same stuff. So we'll either hit 300 users before the end of the year, and then the price will go up, or we will have a big party in the new year to have a big official launch, and all founders will be invited, and then the price will go to what it should be, and to $297. So if you want to get your hand on founders prices and lock it in for life, and you will get the premium package at the starter package price for life. So the $297 package, which is unlimited everything and all the things, for the starter price of $147, then head to omnisam.com.au and lock that down, because you've only got a short window of time. And for those of you who are already using it, get out there and share it, because not only will you help spread the word, but you're going to get paid cash in your pocket. We had one client who signed an annual. That's $500 and something next month that's going to hit his bank account for sharing, and that person bought annual. So it's a good little wicket for that reoccurring revenue on the side, right? I mean, I'm still getting paid from lead pages that I shared to somebody, I don't know, like 8 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, I don't know, like $20 a month. It's still $20 a month coming in from a piece of software that I don't even know who's using it, but they're still paying it. So thank you for listening, and thank you to all the betas who have actually been an active beta participant. I really do appreciate that. I'm a little disappointed in some of the betas, to be totally honest with you, who promised to come to the meetings and, you know, we've given you a really special deal and you didn't turn up. If you want to redeem yourself, get in this month, okay? Start coming along this month. Anyone who is in beta and still has a couple of weeks of their 30 days, you still will have access to all the sort of the mastermind level support, but we'll talk about that more. But yeah. Thank you, everyone. I can't believe that the first month of OmniSam is down, and now we're moving to founders. It's going to be an exciting journey for us here on Team OmniSam. And thank you so much, everyone who's given us your support and your patience, because, you know, as we're mapping this out and trying to make this an exceptional experience, the next 6 months will be us learning from you, right? When things go wrong or things aren't right, we need to know about it. I don't just want the flowers and the unicorns and rainbows. I also want the struggles and the challenges so we can make it better, because everything is figure-outable. All right, guys, you have an amazing week. Thank you for listening and hearing my story about OmniSam. It's been a dream, and now we have these amazing team of developers that are constantly focused on making the software amazing. we can look after your support, your helping you better than being in a massive company with, very little support. We are there for you. This is what OmniSam is all about, is making sure every single user is seen, heard, loved and appreciated. And I have some big ideas moving forward for a lot of users to come in and, run trainings inside our community, in front of our entire audience that, we will pay for and grow, and having users that we can refer people to do building. So can you see this reciprocity, this pay it forward community that we're going to build, all under the umbrella of OmniSam, all under a piece of software that truly will change people's lives? Thank you so much. Love you all. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. And I will see you next week. And for all my VIPs, come on into the VIP room. We're going to have some fun together, answering questions, looking at OmniSam. It's Strategy with Sally in the VIP room. But for everyone else, make sure you get at least one income producing activity done each and every day. And I will see you next week, same time, right here, streaming to all the places. Bye for now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're worth